Oh no, one of the dark and spiny beast you are left. Oh, Roger, you're a mother. Good work. The force field has been powered down. Aha! You know a janitorial closet when you smell one. Almost at once, you sense an emptiness, a melancholy longing. You begin to feel homesick. It's quite dark in here. You do notice a plunger, however, which you take. Oh no! One of the cells is opening.
Oh, yeah.
You are. It's a short step to the end of the game for you. You're nobody Ebsen.
you're listening to WMBR Radio.
Don't get...
My name is Jacob Sloman. I'm the president of Monolith Burger. I'd like to thank you for coming into Monolith Burger today, and I hope...
A barrier springs up before you. Another barrier stands in your way. You feel the floor shift below you. It's moving to the left. Imagine, if you will, taking a bath in sulfuric acid and using pumice for a washcloth. After that bit of displeasure passes, it gets much worse, as the acid slowly eats its way to the last critical organs. Finally, merciful death takes you. A barrier. Another barrier stands in your way. You feel the floor shift. Using formerly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish and hang on for dear life. Once a janitor, always a janitor. You release your grip and drop back down. You have made the mistake of getting within what looks to be a cattle prod's length of the metal menace. A flame-throwing weapon connected to an extension arm reaches from its body and makes contact with you. That's when you begin feeling the intense burst of heat pulsing through your body. As you can see, you amount to little more than a hill of laser-fried beans. You've come a long way only to be torched. Keep up the fine work. Great idea. You add the paper to the basket. It doesn't work. Hey, don't look at me. If it were up to me, you'd be able to fart a rainbow that takes you to the end of the game, so I could get out of here. But no, we're all stuck here to the bitter end. At least you can turn this off when you get sick of Roger. Don't get as data. You nothing the way stump spot you look for a Great idea. Don't get cocky. Just because you saved the world once doesn't mean you can't die easily trying stupid things. You're only as good as your latest adventure game puzzle. It doesn't work. That does not. Stumped again, hey? I can tell you're. Keep trying that. As data. Spock with. Don't get caught. As data. That does not. As data. Keep trying that. That does. Oh, you. As Spock. Stumped again. Stumped. I can tell you're. Don't get caught. Don't get. Keep trying. Don't get. As data. It doesn't work. Stumped. As data. As data. It doesn't. Keep trying. As data. As. That does not. Great idea. That does not. Don't get caught. That does not. Don't get. Oh. That does not. Outlook. I've seen stupid things. I can tell you. It doesn't work. Oh. As date. It does. I can. As Spot. It. I can tell. Spot. Stumped again. Keep trying. Oh. Stump. That does. As Spot. Outlook on. Oh, you. Spock with. While receiving a nice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. Seconds later, a loud series of pops followed by the smell of fried electronics. The sprinklers sense accomplishment and cease operations. Your fire and subsequent shower seems to have shorted out the burnished bullies. You have just entered Vohal's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console high on a platform in the center of the room. Standing obliviously ready are many of the dreaded salesman clones.
So, Roger Wilco, we meet again. I must say, I'm quite impressed with your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization.
A genetically engineered insurance salesman, ready to be set loose on the universe. Boy, that Vohal is a real evil mastermind. It's Vohal, the evil mastermind behind the Sarian theft of the star generator, and your terrible ordeal on Labion.
I don't suppose I could talk you into surrender?
Going somewhere?
Give it up, Vohal. It ends here.
Never. I will not be defeated by a janitor. I have a small surprise for you, Wilco.
You feel a beam of light emitting from a unit in the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken down into microparticles and extracted from the air. Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into a glass jar on the console. It is there that you are reconstructed in a miniaturized form.
Well, I'll be darned. My miniaturization beam does work. In the old days, I'd test these things on myself. But, as you may have noticed by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has had its disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of my way once and for all. You'll make a nice conversation piece.
With that, Vohal turns away to put finishing touches on Xenon's fate. The latest in technology for the tiny fashion-conscious bubble boy in us all. The jar is huge and glassy. The newly cut pane of glass falls to the counter. Apparently, Vohal doesn't notice. Darn it, Roger. I guess his lardness got a little fed up with your meddling. You've been redesigned once again, revealing a permanent overhead view. You resemble one of those wonderfully colorful mosaics commonly found on windshields. The newly cut pane of glass falls to the counter. The monitor banks and computer casing that make up Vohal's desk are now like an impassable wall of metal to your tiny form. You can tell without having to feel it that the interior of this supercomputing structure throws off a lot of heat.